Alright guys, hello. Sorry for that long wait coming into this. I'm gonna post a picture later on Discord of my setup now, but I literally, to make my Cintiq fit on this little desk, I had to stack all of my monitors up there. It's on top of a tower of books. So had a little bit of tech issues this morning because my camera also didn't want to register for about half an hour, which was kind of frustrating. I think I just need a new one. I think the cable, the wires and the cable are getting frayed, so that's going on the shopping list this week. But if you see me looking this way, it's because that's where my reference pictures are. I'll try to move it there. I'll move it over closer to the camera. So at least it kind of looks like I'm talking to you guys. This is a weird setup. But anyway, good morning everyone. So this is the first official warm-up sketch stream. I'm probably going to come up with a different name for this. I'm still tossing some ideas around. But for those who aren't in my Discord or don't know what's going on, basically I've decided to try something new here on Twitch. So I'm going to be doing warm-up sketch streams, basically with different prompts every single morning that I'm in the studio, at least for this month. If it goes well in January, maybe I'll keep doing it in February and we'll just go from there. I hesitate to commit to too much just because of how crazy my schedule can get sometimes, but right now I think it'll be good for me and hopefully fun for you guys. So the idea is we pick a theme. You can either draw what I'm drawing or find your own reference picture, warm up in whatever way that you would like to. And then if you want to, you can go to Discord. I can get over there. There's a link down below if you need that, and I'm sure one will show up in chat eventually. But basically you can drop off your sketches and share your warm-ups with other people who are doing the warm-up as well. So feel free to, like I said, use this reference picture that I'm working from, or find your own. So hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Part of why I'm streaming from home today is because not only did I just close everything, that's not why I'm streaming from home. Yeah, so I'm streaming from home because my studio is it's sub-zero right now, and so I had to move all my stuff here. So it's kind of a weird day. Normally, hopefully I'll already be in the studio by now, but this week is different. I'm probably gonna have to put my studio back together tomorrow, so I'll probably stream again from home tomorrow morning, and then right after the stream I will most likely be packing up and headed over to go put everything back together. So but yeah, if you, like I said, if you want to play along, you can. You don't have to. The idea is that it's really good to start your day with sketch warm-ups. Yeah, so frozen for sure. But yeah, start your day with some sketch warm-ups if you are an artist, or just come hang out and watch me get the bad drawings out, as I like to say. It's really helpful to just kind of break open that seal and just kind of be okay with drawing some bad things for a minute, and nothing creative, nothing your brain has to work for, just no creative problem solving, just looking for shapes and just kind of adding detail as you go. So I am going to pause for just a second. I didn't quite, because of all the tech issues, of course, as always happens on stream. It's not a stream without tech issues, right? I didn't have a chance to finish posting that I was live everywhere that I wanted to post, so I want to get this sketch started, and then I will, yeah, I'm going to pause for a second to go do that. But yeah, feel free to keep drawing, and you don't have to stay the whole time. I know everyone's schedule is different, but if you are sketching along, the idea is to just set a timer and aim for half an hour. If you want to go longer, that's great. But I feel like in my experience, half an hour is, if you focus, enough time to kind of work out the cobwebs and get those juices going. So yeah, don't judge me if I make a messy drawing here. But this week we decided in Discord to kind of do something fun with the theme. So yeah, Vale, it's kind of, we were thinking of you actually. I couldn't decide between big cats and birds of prey this week, so somebody, I think it was Kudo, was like, oh, why don't you just do griffins? And thought that would be fun. So normally these streams are just gonna be like real reference photos from real things, like objects, people, you know, places, all kinds of stuff, whatever, animals. But just because it's the first week and just for fun, because I liked the idea, we're gonna do big cats today, birds of prey tomorrow, and use what we learned to design a griffin on Wednesday. So combine the big cat and the bird stuff however you want, but that is the goal right now. So we're working on step 1 today, getting that big cat anatomy down. And you know, you're free to do this however you want. You can do like one really detailed, like long form drawing just to try and like really accurately depict an animal, if you want, or whatever we're drawing. Or if you want, you can just do quick and loose and just try to get as many as you can in. Everyone's kind of different with what helps them, you know. I'm kind of quick and loose. It tends to be my preferred method. But yeah, you don't have to do that. I'm just trying to look for details, so things that you wouldn't notice. For me, part of why I chose big cats is because I'm hoping to pick up drift again this year. And there's a lot of big cats in that comic, so I need to get back in the habit of drawing them, especially from reference, since it's more of a quasi-realistic style comic. Definitely need them to make sure they don't stray into cartoon lion territory too much. A little bit's okay. Don't mind a little bit. I gotta keep my anatomy sharp. So here we are. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a sec. I haven't started my timer yet. I'm just gonna go post. So please don't mind me. Oh. Speaking of birds of prey, my neighbor just texted me and said there's a hawk on top of the pole by the tree outside. And he has ice all over his eyes because it's so snowy out there. Poor babe. Alright, let me post on Instagram and post my link. I'm almost done. I'm halfway through it. Then I'll get back to the sketching. See that hawk really fast. Don't mind me, guys. I'm like half in my pajamas. Oh my gosh. Hang on. It's a really pretty picture. I have to take a photo. Any of those photos came out, but I will share them on Discord if they did. Okay, I can never resist a good reference photo, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, back to my post. My apologies. Stop everything. There's an animal. It's kind of how my brain works. posted on Twitch yet, or Twitter. Gosh. Can't wait till I get my scheduler set up. That's my other big task for the day. But I figured I'd get it started for those of you who are trying to sketch on a schedule. I really do want to be more timely. I think it will help a lot. So yeah, on Twitter. I'm gonna do that here. It's way easier here. Tip, lions are mammals, and most mammals have the same Vale, you are incorrigible and I love it. Alright. Almost back to drawing. Sorry guys. I will start my timer as soon as I'm done posting on Twitter. I'll just be more organized tomorrow. Well, hopefully I won't have to rebuild my stream 20 minutes beforehand tomorrow. That would be helpful. It all went through, so we're just gonna run with it. Timer is set. I'm gonna draw as much as I can for the next half hour. It's okay, Maze. Don't give up. You're not terrible at it. It's okay. Shoot. I may miss the ad breaks, guys. I apologize if they happen while you're trying to use my reference picture. If you do need the reference that I'm using, you can always go to my Discord and you can find it there. There's a whole channel dedicated to these warm-up streams. So, yeah, you should be able to find it. Oh, thank you, Amaze. Yeah. That is also a way to do that. Hey, you know what? You can always, if you're having trouble with the face, you can always just zoom in on that part, you know? And like, I don't recommend tracing as a general rule, but sometimes if you can just like work out, like draw on top of the image to figure out like where the skull is, you know, like I would take a new layer maybe and just like, okay, here's where the skull, let's do red. Here's where the skull kind of is, here's the line for the eyes, and just kind of like find those shapes so that you can give yourself a framework. And then you can either slide that over and work off of that, or just honestly, sometimes if it's like a really complicated thing I'm trying to learn, I do this a lot with like architecture, because I'm really not solid with architecture. I'll just do like some tracing for a while just to warm up, just to like get my hand used to those straight edges and like used to the things I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know. That's sometimes when I'm having trouble, that's what I do. No need to take that advice though. Oh, I need my tea. My voice is getting scratchy. You made it too long. That's okay. Definitely got some anatomy issues with mine as well, so please don't feel bad. I'm certainly noticing some problems. It's really funny because he's almost got like a little hand right here. Like I'm definitely noticing, like here's the crease in that paw, and I'm trying to figure out if that's, I guess that's his wrist, if he's just holding it at a really funny angle. I don't know, it's just a funny place to put a paw for me. I think it's just the angle of the shot, but anyway. We're just gonna leave that there, looking kind of weird for now. One thing I'm trying to pay attention to is fur texture for me. Not in this sketch necessarily, but just like in general for drift. Definitely trying to pay attention to how the fur moves and lays so that when I'm doing all those crazy brush strokes I get it somewhat accurate and not too stylized. I wouldn't say I'm a natural. I've just been drawing animals for a really long time. I am. Wait till we do some of these that are like motorcycles or cars or anything mechanical or architecture, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. We may do a few figure drawing ones too, which I think will be helpful, at least for me. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that that's right. I will stand by my statement that art is not a natural talent. It is a hard one, long hours, sitting down and drawing for a while, skill that you just have to get through all the crappy drawings for a while to get to the decent stuff. I'm done with this one personally, so if anybody is still using that reference, you can click that link that Amaze had. I'm going to slide this guy over, make room for a new one. I'm just going to hide that reference. Oh, well, I'll leave that part too. Alrighty, let's go get a new one from the list. If it's a motorcycle, then we will suffer together. Perfect. Glad I'm not the only one. Find a cub, since this stage of the comic has a lot of cubs in it. I'm gonna do a lion cub, and I like this one. Still not used to how my new setup is. Alright, reference 2, let's go. Oops. Sorry guys, I may have just messed up my string a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, Amaze, I just saw your art. It looks great. He just dropped it in the sketch share. I think it looks awesome. What are you talking about? You did a great job. I'm not going to listen to you anymore when you say that you're bad at things. Alright. Well, it can always be better, but that's the point, right? That's why we're doing this. Try and keep my sketches all over here. Alrighty. And of course, if you'd like to draw something other than lions, you or anyone else watching, feel free to. I know, what is he talking about? It looks awesome. I do like the pose here. You can really get a sense of the leg anatomy, you know. Here's the knee, here's the ankle. Very, very dynamic. I'm probably having really bad practice right now because I really should be getting the overall shapes down before I start drawing in details, but I just really liked the way his back leg looked. How are you doing this morning, Vale? By the way, I don't think I asked. Maybe you could do like a writer version of this, right? Like 30-minute warm-up writing session about whatever prompt if you want to, or just hang out, either way. I don't really know how to make that applicable. But appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going well with you. Oh, that sounds awesome. How cozy, especially on this freezing cold day, right? I'm sure my roommate would be baking, but unfortunately, she tested positive for COVID yesterday, so we're both just kind of hiding in our rooms. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I hope I don't get it. I really, I mean, I've had it before and it didn't hit me too hard, so I'm hoping if I did catch it, it would be mild. I was able to pretty much function after a 4-hour nap. That was pretty much my COVID experience, so, yeah, we'll see, but... I don't have to be at work until Thursday. And I guess I do have sick days, so it would be the worst thing. Yeah, I think she's a little uncomfortable this morning, but she said it's mostly like body aches. Not, although she's been coughing quite a bit. Seems so far like it just feels like a bad cold. Why do all these cats, like I swear, every picture I've picked, look at this cat hand. Do you guys see this right now? Why do they all have weird paws today? Sorry, hopefully I didn't mess anyone up. Should be more considerate for those of you who are trying to use my screen. Oops, am I the wrong layer? Oh shoot, too many layers. Let's take a moment to practice this log, shall we? Tree texture is also a mystery. I do plan on doing some trees, like scenery stuff too, environment stuff. Definitely will be part of this sketch series. Won't be drawing a lot of chainsawed trees in drift most likely, so I'm probably not going to try too hard on this part. Don't be too hard on yourself in this process, guys. Even if it didn't come out the way you wanted, that is part of getting better. Get the bad drawings out. I'll write it up here. Just embrace the bad drawings. that's what this is for. Maybe I'll just call the series that. Get the bad art out with the bad. I don't know. I'm still workshopping a title for this, so if anybody has a good one, like warm-up sketches, sketching with, I don't know. I want it to be something that like art startup, start your day with art. I don't know. I'll come up with something appropriately descriptive. So for those who don't know, and maybe you just haven't seen it, so I have a webcomic called Drift, and it has lines in it, as I mentioned earlier. One of the characters, some of you might have noticed if you've seen it, has these leg spots as an adult, and that's part of why I liked this reference picture, because this is a young adult lion that still has its cub spots, which they're not supposed to still have. Usually they lose those as they age, and to be fair, this one's not done developing its mane, so it's still like a teenager lion. But every once in a while you have adults that have like faint leg spotting still, and so it's kind of fun to, for me anyway, to see references that have that, because it helps me to practice that. So if you are somebody who has, I don't know, has characters that have traits that are observable, it's always a good idea to stay sharp, I guess, on what they actually look like. I certainly have not been making reference sketching a habit like I should, certainly not like I used to, and yeah, I'm hoping that changes. It's one of my goals this year. One of my many goals this year. Just gonna, his hand looks too weird in this picture. Just like, I can't even look at it. Oops, sorry, I changed my stream setup. Keep forgetting where everything is. I do love the textures in this tree, actually. You know, honestly, it's not the worst mistake to make a maze. Making the eyes too big is just kind of, just helps you connect more. I have that problem too sometimes. So I think I made this eyes probably a little too big, but and this one's eyes are too close together, which is why he looks so much like a cheetah. Well, he's also got this absurdly dark nose crease there. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Yeah, lions have very broad faces. To keep that in mind. No, I think it's easy to do with the big eyes thing, especially if you're somebody who watches a lot of animation, which obviously you and I both do. His little whiskers in weird places thing. Some fun little tail stripes. Do you guys see that? Looks like there's very faint striping at the end of his tail, which is kind of cool. I'll have to keep that in mind for a future character. The hard thing about animal characters when you're doing quasi-realism is like it's really hard to distinguish animals apart, like from each other sometimes, because their faces are so similar. I'm really struggling with that with my elephant characters. I'm trying to find excuses for them to have different things that help set them apart. Because elephants have even less variety than cats do. I also can I just say that I love this like random lion butt back there. I'm just gonna draw that. No head, just the butt. Some stripes. A little tail. I know, I'm not supposed to be doing imaginative drawing, but anyway. Alright. Let's find one more. Make sure I have this one. Just for a second. Thank goodness I don't have COVID, so I can come trash talk elephants on stream. That's not true. I love elephants. They're my favorite. They're just very hard to distinguish if you're not super attuned to the very small differences between elephants. Like literally the only way people, field biologists can tell the difference between elephants most of the time is ear notching. So like the various, like they make detailed drawings of the ears, like the ear patterning. And occasionally there's like some tusk variation, but yeah, I'm sure they can tell each other apart, but they have a sense of smell that we don't, and other things to help them out. We're a very visual species. And it is hard when you have a visual medium to, you know, differentiate. I love elephants. Please don't misunderstand anyone. They are the best. Would never hate on them. I was thinking about rereading a book that I had on elephants, actually. Elephants are great! Okay, I gotta stop messing with this cub. Alright, let's find one more picture. For me. You can do whatever you want if you are following along. Alright, we're gonna do a hard one, I think. First two are pretty basic. Oh my gosh. I have some crazy reference pictures, guys. Ooh, I love that. I love that so much. Alright, I have some really good, like a really fun series. Oh shoot, I go too far. Fun series of images of lions like fighting. They just have such dynamic poses that I kind of want to do some really fast like speed sketches. So the ones I've done so far are a little bit more like trying to get pretty accurate. I mean, they're loose for sure, but I think these, I just want to focus on shape. So this one's pretty easy to see. I need to find one that's got really clear lines so it's not difficult to parse. Ooh, I do like that pose. Okay, let's do this one. Like I said, nobody has to do the ones I'm doing. at all. These are just ones I'll have on stream. I like them. Go, reference picture. Boop, boop. Okay. Alrighty. Oops. Alrighty. Where did we go? Here's this one. So I'm going to focus, let's put it right here. I'm going to focus on just capturing those forms. That'd be good. Try and stay on the right layer this time. Make my pen a little smaller. So I'm really leaning into shape this time around. Just looking for shape. And paying attention to muscle and like where things connect. Love how bunched up his mane is right there. It's a really fun shape. Oh my gosh, hi Danny! It's paleontologizing, everybody. Welcome him to the stream. We're doing some warm-up sketches. I don't know if you sketch or have time to sketch, but you're welcome to join. If anybody is into dinosaurs, feel free to go check out his streams. He is a paleontologist, and I'm honored by his presence. Oh man, yeah, I normally stream kind of the time you stream, so it's hard. It's part of why I miss a lot of your streams, unfortunately. Try to catch them when I can. But I'm starting a new sketch warm-up series this month, just to help me kind of get in the groove. So we're today's big cats, so it's not very, not very avian, but we're doing, various reference pictures. How's your day going? I hope it's going well. Thanks for that shout out, Amaze. I don't, yeah, I think everyone should go follow him. It's very interesting stuff that he does. And I'm looking forward to some live digs, hopefully this summer, so that'll be cool. If anybody wants to see a dino dig. Smoothing and painting some. Oh, nice! I was gonna ask, I wondered if you ever did that on stream. I've never actually. I've seen you pull the pieces of your 3D prints out, but I've never. I guess I just miss it when you're painting them. I don't know where you store all of those. I feel like you have so many. He also does 3D printing of various fossils and creatures, which is a lot of fun. Anyway. Been drawing a lot more dinosaurs lately, and if you guys are wondering why, it's mostly because I've been learning a lot about them on his streams. They're very educational. I love that the teacher and the ex-teacher in me loves that there is an educational portion of Twitch. It's really cool to stumble upon that. It's definitely got some dinosaur books sitting on my shelf right now, actually, from the reading lists that you've had on your stream, so I'm excited to get into those. Amaze, I don't know what you're talking about. Your sketches look great, by the way. I'm looking at them here in Discord, and I think you're selling yourself way too short. I'm just saying. I guess I should start. I'll post mine after the stream, guys. Since I got off to kind of a late start, I'm gonna go a little longer, but. Ooh, oh shoot, why does it keep doing that? You guys, this whole setup with my computer stacked up like this is not ideal. Just closed everything. There we go. Oh, and Vale, we were talking, I don't know if you're still in here, Vale, but Danny was sharing with us on stream the other day about how there's some theory, I mean, it's probably not accurate, but some theory about griffins being inspired by dinosaur fossils, so you can go learn about things like that, Vale. Okay, but look, that's just the artist in you, Maze, you know? Like, all artists are critical of their work. We all struggle. That's part of what I'm doing. Like, do you know how scary it is for this person? I picked lions. I was like, it's really scary to do my warm-up streams on stream like this because they're not good usually. Like, I mean, reference helps a little for sure, but yeah, it's okay to make bad art. We just gotta embrace the bad art. You know, you have to do that occasionally and just get through it. You know, like I said, it's right here. Get the bad drawings out. Just get them out of the way. You can do it. This is a safe place, Amaze. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging anyone. Even if this is your first time drawing and you're just lurking and you don't even have a Twitch account and you're just hanging out, trying to draw for the first time, it's okay. Whenever you feel like sharing, I will share my bad work with you guys too. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad other people are interested in starting their day with some sketching as well. Hopefully this will help jumpstart me. Became widely reported that, yeah, I don't really buy it. To me, it doesn't look very much at all like a griffin skull. I had a harder time with the dragons and dinosaurs one for sure. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Well, wait, like I was telling Amaze, wait till we get to something I don't draw all the time. I have a comic about African animals, and there's a lot of lions in there. I've been drawing lions for a long time. Just mammals in general, but yeah, wait till we get to like motorcycle day. Or what was the other one? Architecture. Yeah, I'm really weak on those areas, so don't you fret, Amaze. I will be making some real bad art on some of these soon. So maybe that'll help people feel more comfortable, or it'll make people stop following me. One of the two. I don't know. But well, I hope you find some time to draw occasionally, Danny. I know you mentioned once that you sometimes do, or at least you used to. Hopefully that's not something that you have to completely neglect, but if you ever feel like stretching the old muscles, my plan is to do this. This is the first one I've done, but my plan is to do warm-up streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because those are my studio days. I'm not at my day job. Oh, oh yeah, that's too bad, you know? And I figure with this, it's like a 30-minute start to the day just to get those creative juices flowing. You're welcome anytime. No pressure either, though, of course. And I did want to say before you, I'm sure you gotta head out soonish, but I did want to say Claire messaged me and told me that my letter got to you, which I'm very happy it did. Sorry for all the ridiculous stickers. People who hang around me a while know that I have an unhealthy amount of them. I always worry when I send stuff in the mail that it's going to get lost, though, so I'm glad I made it. I only did on time. I have a call after this. A little nervous. Not nervous. Nervous, excited about it. I'm not. I have a mutual contact that put me in touch with somebody in the publishing industry, and they want to talk to me later today, so I need to get all my stuff done and kind of prepare ahead of time for that, but yeah, I'll let you guys know in Discord how it goes. If, you know, if I can, I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but we'll see. Need a new laptop. Oh, thank you. Yeah, happy to send some holiday cheer. I'm kind of cheesy like that, and I like sending cards. I'm like the only person that I know in my age group that still sends Christmas cards, but they're fun. I think I have fun. And yeah, I would be honored if you used any of them. I just thought they were kind of funny. Like I said, I drew a lot of them before I knew just how feathered a lot of dinosaurs were. So they're not exactly accurate. So my apologies. They're stylized. They're stylized. Okay, you guys, I'm struggling with this face. So this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Amaze. Like, I just cannot get the the angle. I think it's the angle that I drew, because his angle's like this and mine's like, yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on, I figured it out. Yeah, don't be afraid to draw on things. Take screenshots, trace over them. Everything is fine. We're just trying to get better, y'all. And putting them on something. Aw. Aw, thank you. Oh, you're being way too kind, but thank you. I appreciate that, Danny. Very nice of you. Yeah, the animal face is rough. Amaze, I feel you. Oh my gosh. I'm getting, see, here's what I struggle with, and I'm trying to work on this, right? Like, messing up on stream is hard. I start to get really nervous. I had this trouble when I was teaching too, believe it or not. Although I got over it after a while. Teaching will do that to you. It just kind of makes you get over your social anxiety. I'm gonna work on a part that I feel more confident. It's okay. Amaze, this is a safe space. Like I said, I'll mess up if you like you can see these mess ups. I'll see everyone else's. It'll be okay. We're all learning. You're never done learning, you know? That's why life's exciting. I don't know if you feel this way, Maze, or anyone else who's sketching, but you know, like, it's really easy to compare yourself, right? Especially in the age of social media. Oh, look at his little foot. It's like it's off the ground. And it's easy to get down about publicly failing or publicly being wrong or like any of that stuff. And I just think, I don't know. I'm trying to shift my mentality to where that's more of a, it's like a fire underneath me to like motivate me and get me excited to do better, as opposed to like a oppressive pressure, like holding you, you know what I mean? Like holding you down and making you not want to try or not want to put yourself out there. I don't know. It's a hard thing to switch off in your brain, I think, anyway, but especially in the modern day, when everything feels so, like your image feels like it's more than ever super important. I don't know. It's hard to figure. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Danny. I'm super honored to have you in here. Thanks for coming by. Like I said, guys, if anyone's watching this now or in the future and you aren't following Danny at Paleontologizing, you are missing out. It's a lot of fun. Then we can all nerd out about dinosaurs. It'll be great. Should I get this right? Starting to look like Scar from The Lion King. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Alright, we're gonna try a new approach, guys. I'm struggling here. I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm gonna work out what the problem is. Alright. Find the shapes. It's a little bit hard to do this digitally, honestly. I prefer doing this with like tracing paper, but why is that so hard for me? I feel like that's a really common shape that I draw a lot. I don't know why I'm struggling. It just doesn't look right online. So for anybody who made the 30-minute mark already, congratulations, you did it. You sketched for 30 minutes. If you've been sketching since my stream started, you have definitely made the mark. So if you lost track of time, fear not. I had to stop and take a picture of a bird outside my window. And also had to do some troubleshooting, so I'm a little behind on my time. But I'm getting close. I'm almost to the 30-minute mark here. Actually, I may have just passed it. Either way, I'm gonna finish this one at least, and then I'll probably have to skedaddle soon. But if anyone is just now tuning in or is watching this later and wants to know more, I've updated my Twitch schedule. So convenient that you can do that. If you haven't noticed that that's a thing, you can go look at my... Where did I put this darn picture? I'm merging everything, guys. I keep drawing on the wrong layer. It's all getting merged. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, you can look down below at the... Let me do this inside. Look down below under in my Twitch category stuff, and you can find my Twitch schedule. So like I said, these streams are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday right now at 10 a.m. That's kind of the loose time I'm aiming for. I'll let you guys know, probably just in Discord if that ever has to change. It's hard for me to update all of my social media every single time there's a change, especially since I know not everybody uses Twitch. So I'll probably keep changes in the schedule to Discord only. So if you aren't in my Discord but you'd like to be a part of these, feel free to click that link. Thank you so much, Amaze, by the way, for dropping that in chat. You are so amazing. And yeah, you can kind of keep tabs on it a little bit easier there. No requirement to interact in Discord. You can actually turn off notifications for any channel that you don't want alerts for. If you want alerts for the prompts, there's a prompt channel you can follow. I have Stream Pings channel, which is where you can get stream alerts when I'm live. So you can also just unmute that channel and then keep everything else muted if you like. Always happy to have you if you'd like to interact or get feedback or on your own art or just hang out with a lot of cool creative people in there. But yeah, no pressure ever to do any of that. That is where you can find those things. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got, Maze, and anyone else who sketched along. Don't forget, if you want to share, you can share the results in that Discord channel as well. Or if you just do some on your own later, that's fine too. I'd love to see any kind of warm-ups as long as they're related to whatever the theme is for that day or that week. Or, you know, it's okay to be late too. Like if you're doing this later, I don't mind if you share. I want to see, you know, I want everybody to feel encouraged and be able to share their uncomfy drawings as well as their comfy drawings, right? And I promise I will share mine even if I hate them. Maybe I'll share them especially if I hate them. just to be different, you know. We'll see. But the shapes though, the shapes here are the ones I was trying to focus on. So I just want to highlight before I leave. Look at the bunched up shapes in this main. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, whenever you're sketching loosely, it's sometimes helpful to find those shapes first and kind of work around them. So if you're new to sketching, that's one method. A lot of people start out by just literally blocking in things. So they start with rectangles, they connect, like, and then over time, as you learn anatomy, you can kind of figure out where the muscles go and where the skeleton is and how they attach and all that stuff. So don't feel intimidated if your sketches didn't come out like mine. Like I told Maze, I have been drawing animals a long time, and I have a lot to learn. Like, there's plenty of anatomy issues here, like that I need to fix. So I have a lot I need to refresh on, which is part of why I'm doing this. You know, I'd love to get better, and I'd love it if people who also are trying to get better want to do that with me. That'd be great. But no pressure ever to join. You can always lurk or just pop in as you want. You know. I know Mondays and weekdays aren't always ideal for most working people. Always happy to have you though. Alright. I think for some of these streams, just thinking about it out loud, I might do some like actual anatomy studies, especially for creatures I don't draw a lot. We might do it with birds. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow and see how that goes. I might pull up a bird skeleton, just like some bird of prey, and and see if we can do a little bit of just loose anatomy study before we jump into drawing from a picture, because I think that might help too, for people who are feeling intimidated, perhaps. I made this guy a little chunky. That's okay. You can just be a chunky boy. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna head off, guys. That's been about an hour for me for the stream, so that's kind of the max that these are gonna be. FYI is an hour. I really can't afford to get caught up doing too much warm-up sketching, because I do have a pretty tight schedule with stuff I gotta accomplish. It's the unfortunate part of having a day job. Is I have very limited time to work on things, so yeah, I'm gonna go. But if you're around later today, I will be streaming again at 4. I forget what I put on the schedule. Oh, I think I might be doing some traditional sketching this afternoon. We'll see what I get to. I had put down traditional media, but I don't have a lot of my traditional media here. All I have is a sketchbook and some markers, so we'll see what I end up doing. I might change it. I'm still working on this whole committing to the schedule thing. But hopefully once I get it nailed down, I'll actually post it in Discord and you guys can keep up with it then if you'd like to. I'll post it on my Patreon as well for any patrons that might be watching this back later. And that way you guys can have be a little bit privy to my plans as well. Yeah, before I get too involved in this, I think I'm gonna have to put my pencil down because it's too easy to keep going. I do love drawing animals. They are a lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna leave it on this. Get the bad drawings out, guys. That's what we're trying to do. So don't be sad, don't be afraid. If you had something you didn't like, you don't have to share it, but I'd love to see it if you feel like sharing. You can share it in that Discord channel, and we're all learning, so it's okay, right? But I'm gonna head off, and I will maybe see some of you at 4 p.m. later today. If not, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you, I guess when I catch you. So until next time. Bye.